What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my SmackDown Live review. And I'm actually excited to do this review because tonight's SmackDown Live, it was dubbed Wild Card Finals. 3 championships on the line. It was a fucking awesome show. I loved it. It was a really good show. I mean, there's nothing that happened that I can say sucked. Nothing that happened that I was bored with or thought was stupid. Everything they did made sense, and it was a great show. Much, much better than Raw last night. This SmackDown from tonight, December 27th, 2016, the final SmackDown Live of 2016. This destroyed Raw from last night. It murdered Raw. It stabbed Raw in the guts. It cut Raw's head off. It destroyed Raw. Raw's got a big problem. Going into 2017, they got a big problem. Because 3 hours is too damn much. And a lot of stuff they do during the 3 hours, a lot of it is boring and a waste of time. And a lot of fans, today's fans, get bored with 3 hours of Raw. That's why tonight's SmackDown was so damn good. Because it was only 2 hours. It flew by and it felt like an hour. To me, it felt like only watching for 1 hour, but it was 2 hours. So I'm going to read my Twitter poll. Rate tonight's SmackDown Live. A+, B, C+ are the categories. So nobody yet has voted C+, because the show was that damn good. So far, the votes have gone to B and A+. 84%. 84% of the vote. If that tells WWE something, if they could see this Twitter poll, that tells them that SmackDown Live is kicking Raw's ass, and they're the way more entertaining show. They are the A show. Raw's the B show, but Raw might be the C show. 205 Live might be the B show. I'm talking about main roster. It's SmackDown Live, 205 Live, and then Raw, to me. And NXT is not part of the main roster, so they're different. But anyways, if I would rate the shows, what I enjoy the most that WWE produces, it's SmackDown Live number 1. Because one of my favorites is on there. And he's the champion. And he's a face of SmackDown, AJ Styles. Now, yes, Nakamura is a face of NXT, but I like him very much. But Nakamura is not one of my favorites of all time. AJ Styles is. So SmackDown Live is number 1 to me. Then NXT. Then 205 Live. And then 4th would be Monday Night Raw. So 85% now. 85% of the vote have voted tonight's SmackDown Wild Card Finals, the last SmackDown of 2016. 85% voted it was an A+. 15% voted it was a B. And 0 votes for C. So here we go with my SmackDown Live review for December 27th. 2016. Wish I had something to drink here. Sadly, I don't have a drink with me. I would have to leave, and I'm not going to do that. So, here we go. It kicked off with the return of Super Cena. Super John Cena returns. Whippy-doo. I didn't give a damn, really. I mean, good for Cena. He took some time off, basically, to shoot that TV show American Grit, which got very low ratings in season 1, but whatever. Also, Cena, I believe, shot a movie when the time he was gone. He shot some major mainstream movie. I believe he's playing a soldier in it, so good for Cena. He's having a lot of success in Hollywood and outside of WWE. I bet you anything, Cena leaves WWE like The Rock did. I'm not saying I'm angry at The Rock for leaving. I'm not. I've been over that. So, I guarantee you Cena will probably leave WWE full time, go to Hollywood like The Rock did within 5 or 10 years. So here we go. Cena kicks off SmackDown Live for the second night in a row, back-to-back nights in Chicago. Those lucky bastards. Not only did they get Raw, which, in my opinion, Raw last night sucked, but they got Raw, and then they get SmackDown the next night in the same damn city. They are lucky SOBs. If I would have the choice between if Raw came to my city and then SmackDown came, I would buy tickets to go to SmackDown. I mean, Raw is no longer the A show, especially during the brand split. Raw is not the A show. It's too long, and they don't do enough. They do not push the right talents. The only talents they got on Raw as baby faces fighting for Kevin Owens' Universal title, the only guys they got is Rollins and Reigns. That's pretty pathetic, and they don't push anybody else. At least on SmackDown, they pushed AJ Styles, Ziggler, Corbin, Ambrose. They pushed him. He was the champion for a while, or for a little bit. So here we go. John Cena cuts a promo for 10 minutes. The guy kept talking. The crowd was hyped up. The crowd was way more into the show than they were for Raw last night. The crowd was on fire. They started chanting CM Punk. Please stop doing that. The guy's not going to come back just because he's from your hometown. I don't think he gives a damn you chant his name. I guarantee you, if you were dying in front of his apartment, he wouldn't come down to help you. So get over chanting his name. He doesn't know who you are. He doesn't care who you are. And if you tell him you're a wrestling fan, you wish you'd come back, he'd probably act like a jerk and flip you off and walk away. So, John Cena's promo, 10 minutes. Not only did we get CM Punk chants, but then the crowd started chanting Undertaker, Undertaker, Undertaker. I guess that's because they read the internet. And they think it's going to be Taker Cena at WrestleMania. Maybe it will be. I don't know if it's going to be. If it is, I hope Undertaker wins. That's all I'm going to say. And if Cena wins a title at Royal Rumble, which that pissed me off, but if he does, I hope Undertaker takes a title from Cena then at WrestleMania. So Cena talks, says, and then he just announces like he's a GM. John Cena just decides to announce, I'm going after the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. So Cena announces himself that he's giving himself a title shot. I don't know why he's getting a title shot. I don't have a clue. He doesn't deserve it. It's just WWE putting him in there to break Ric Flair's record for most world titles. That's all they're doing. I mean, I guess it's a smart move to get people to watch Royal Rumble to see if Cena breaks the record or ties the record, whatever it is. I think Cena's a 15-time champion, so I guess he'd tie the record. So it's a smart move by the company to get a lot of people to watch Royal Rumble and maybe subscribe to the network. So it's Cena, AJ for the championship, or Cena announced whoever wins in the triple threat main event, I will be facing you for the title at Royal Rumble. Then up next we had, what was I saying? Yeah, up next we had The Miz backstage being interviewed by Dasha, former NXT ring announcer Dasha. I saw her in person at NXT Live event. She is damn hot and very attractive. So Dasha is trying to interview The Miz in front of his locker room, and he says, no, I won't talk unless you bring Renee Young to me to interview me, the woman that slapped me in the face last week. I want her to ask me the questions. And then he tells Dasha basically, get out of here and go get Renee Young. That was kind of weird. But I like the build up between this Renee Young, Miz, Maurice, Ambrose feud. I like that build-up. They're probably going to have a mixed tag match at Royal Rumble, is my guess. And maybe it'll be entertaining. I wouldn't mind seeing Renee try to wrestle. I mean, she couldn't be any worse than Eva Marie trying to wrestle. So, now the tag team title is the first title match of the night. And this was a night of champions, basically. It was a clash of champions. It was 3 championship matches on the line. The first was the tag team titles. The New Wyatt family, Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, defending in a fatal 4-way, 4-corner. They didn't call it fatal 4-way. It was called a 4 corners match. 4 corners elimination for the SmackDown Live tag titles. The New Wyatts defending against American Alpha, the Usos, and the former champs Heath, Slater, and Rhino. Pretty damn entertaining. Very good 4 corners match. I really enjoyed it. And I was pretty shocked with the outcome. Because American Alpha wins and is the new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. That deserves a round of applause because I love American Alpha as a team. They are great. They deserve to be tag champs. Very nice that American Alpha won the titles before 2017 is here. So going into 2017, American Alpha, the best team on the SmackDown roster, is the tag champs. That'd be great if the Revival could debut on SmackDown and go after American Alpha and have a feud with them over the tag titles. I mean, let's see. I would love to see the Revival versus American Alpha at Royal Rumble for the SmackDown tag titles. That would be awesome. They could revisit their feud from NXT, where they had damn good matches. So American Alpha wins. I was really surprised. I thought the Wyatts would retain, but I'm happy American Alpha won. Next, we had a backstage interview with Dolph Ziggler, a Dolph promo about if he can win the big one finally. And then it goes to James Ellsworth. He's being interviewed by Dasha, and then she's asking him, basically putting him down in the interview. And then Ellsworth even says himself, yes, I have no chin. Yes, I don't look normal. Yes, I'm only 130 pounds. And putting himself down, I mean, Ellsworth doing that got me really depressed. I was like, damn, Ellsworth, just stop talking. Just stop talking because you're getting me depressed. Even though everything he said is true about himself. The guy looks like E.T. in my opinion. And I guess he wasn't injured anymore. He must have phoned home and got healed. Or E.T. phoned Carmella to take care of him. That is weird. Then Carmella comes up during the interview. Carmella says, get out of here, leave James alone. You're putting him down just like you were putting him down by asking him those questions. Then Carmella says, I find James Ellsworth very attractive. That was weird. I don't know where they're going with this Carmella Ellsworth thing. It is weird. I guess Carmella has a fetish for guys that look like an alien. I don't know. Because Ellsworth that guy does not look human. So I guess the storyline is Carmella has a fetish. I don't get it. So now we go to the women's title match. The second title match of the night. Alexa Bliss defending the women's title against Becky Lynch. This was a damn good match. I really enjoyed the action. There was a lot of good action in it. At one point, Becky was locking her arm behind her, put her foot in her arm, grabbed Alexa's other arm, and pulled it back. While Alexa was laying on the mat, she pulled her arm back, and that looked insane. That looked like it really hurt. To me, that looked damn real. Like, she snapped her arm back, like pulled her shoulder out of socket or something. That did not look good. So Alexa was selling her arm a lot, and the crowd was great during the match. They were really into the match. That's a good thing. that they weren't dead for the women's title match. So Alexa almost gets her arm broken, and then the Luchador, yes, the Luchador returned. And it wasn't Becky this time. They showed her face up close, under the mask. It looked like a black woman. I mean, it was, because she had darker skin. Could be Ember Moon. I said, I guess it could be Ember Moon. They could play this out for 2 or 3 months. And when Ember Moon, if she loses to Asuka, if they're going to do that, or I don't know if they're going to go with Ember Moon against Asuka at NXT TakeOver San Antonio. They might go with Asuka against Nikki Cross. But if they're not, if Ember Moon does get a title shot, loses to Asuka, she could still debut on SmackDown in February after TakeOver. And she could be the Luchador. I don't know. But her body type didn't really look like Ember Moon, and it did not, people said it was not Naomi, because Naomi's taller, they said. This is what people tweeted me, that it wasn't Naomi, because Naomi's taller. I don't think it's Ember Moon. It could be, but I doubt it. I said maybe it's Karma. Former diva Karma, formerly Awesome Kong. Probably still is Awesome Kong on the indies. Could be Karma under the mask. It could be her. She lost a lot of weight. It could be Karma. So she could return to SmackDown Live. That'd be pretty awesome if it was Karma. If it's not Karma, I don't know who it is. It must be a new woman that they signed. So the Luchadores at ringside. Becky Lynch gets taken out on the outside of the ring, but Alexa Bliss lays Becky out and beats her down on the outside. Left her laying. Becky gets back in, locks on her finisher, the armbar. And then the Luchador, or the ref was taking care of Alexa, looking at her arm. Alexa's holding her arm out like this. It looked bent, like she separated her arm or separated her elbow, separated her shoulder. I don't know what happened, but it did not look good. Her arm looked really funny, like it was hurt. So the ref is distracted by Alexa. Then the Luchador grabs Becky, slams her head into the ring post. Becky falls down, gets DDT'd. 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss wins and retains the title. Then Dasha interviewed Becky right after the match, and Becky goes, not Becky, Alexa. Alexa gets interviewed right after the match, and they ask her, who you think that is? Who could that be under the mask? And then Alexa goes, I don't know, could be Sasha Banks. No way that's Sasha Banks, because Sasha is a tiny woman. And then Dasha goes, oh, come on, that's not Sasha Banks. And then Alexa goes, I don't know who it is. Or, Alexa goes, that could be Nia Jax. I think it's Nia Jax. And that was not Nia Jax either. So that is pretty funny after the match interview. And Alexa, by the way, she's awesome at being a heel. I love Alexa Bliss as a heel. I don't ever want her to be a babyface. So good women's title match. I really enjoyed it. Alexa retains because of the Luchador interfering. Who is it? It's a mystery. I don't know who it is. Should be interesting to find out who it is in the coming months or weeks. So after the women's title match, we go to a backstage interview with The Miz. Renee Young is standing side by side with The Miz. Renee does not look happy to be there. She looks like she does not want to be there. Interviewing The Miz, and The Miz says, go ahead. Now ask me a question. Ask me a question. And this was good work from The Miz. The Miz is at a great 2016. No matter what, if you like the guy or hate the guy, The Miz has busted his ass. The guy's done great work in 2016. So Renee does not want to really ask him a question. She doesn't look happy. And then Renee's basically, there's security around The Miz and Renee Young. I guess because Renee asked for them. And The Miz says to one of the security guards, "Quit breathing on me and get the hell out of here. You're in my shot. Get out of my shot." That is pretty funny. And then who shows up? Standing behind them is Dean Ambrose in a security guard shirt. And Renee saw Dean, and Renee started smiling. Renee looked very happy that Dean was right behind the Miz, and Miz had no clue. This was damn good. This was funny as hell. And then, of course, Miz turns around, sees it's Ambrose, and Ambrose attacks him right away. That was damn good. Great segment. So, I enjoyed the segment. I like Renee getting involved in storylines. I like that idea. And so why not have her get involved? She's already on Total Divas, and everybody knows her and Ambrose have been dating for like 3-4 years. At least 2.5 years they've been dating. If I was Ambrose, man, put a ring on it already. Put a ring on Renee. You're not going to find anybody else any better. Renee Young is gorgeous. She has great personality. Put a ring on Renee Young and marry her. Because she is a catch, in my opinion. So now, after that Miz, Renee, Ambrose attacking Miz segment, we had Nikki Bella being interviewed. Before it, they showed what Natalya said last week about Nikki, which was awesome. I loved that segment where Natalya snapped and went off on Nikki and destroyed her on the microphone. I loved it. So then Nikki's interviewed about her friendship and what she thinks about what Natalya did, and Nikki talking was really boring. It put me to sleep almost. She started bringing up John Cena's her man, and she loves him. Who cares if you love him? Everybody knows that. So then, after the Nikki interview, we have a Baron Corbin interview about the main event. It was really short, but it was good. Now the main event is next. This was only, you had 3 championship matches, and you had no other matches. So SmackDown Live, for only having 3 matches, being a 2-hour show, went by really quick. And I didn't mind that there was only 3 matches. So the main event, WWE Championship on the line. The face that runs the place. The champ that runs the camp. The phenomenal AJ Styles defending his championship. AJ has had an epic 2016. AJ Styles, the best in the world at what he does, as Jericho used to say. AJ's had a great 2016. Great 2016 AJ Styles has had. I just wish he didn't lose to Jericho at WrestleMania, but I guess that's okay that he lost because he was new in the company. So he's probably told you got to do the job at your first WrestleMania, probably because everybody has to do the job at their first WrestleMania. That's just my thinking. If you're new to the company, you're going to have to job at a WrestleMania. Hopefully this, in WrestleMania 33, I hope AJ can win his WrestleMania match, because he's not new to the company anymore. And then they had AJ go on to lose to Roman Reigns. I didn't expect AJ to win then, but that sucked, because AJ's better than Reigns, and everybody knows it. But it did help Reigns a lot, being in the ring with AJ Styles. And we all know AJ carried those matches against Reigns earlier this year. And I won't even start talking about Raw and Roman Reigns and what they're doing with him, because that'd make this show a 1-hour show if I start talking about Roman Reigns and they're still trying to push the guy like they were 2 years ago, which is ridiculous. But this is about SmackDown Live in the main event for the WWE Championship Triple Threat. Ziggler, Corbin, AJ Styles. This match was great. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was damn good, damn entertaining. Some of the double team moves they did were awesome and innovative. Stuff I've never seen before. Especially when Corbin was laid out on the table, on the announcer's table. AJ Ziggler go up to the barricade, jump off it, and destroy the table and take out Corbin with a double, I don't know what you call it. I mean, just, they both hit a move off the barricade, jumping off it. They both take out Corbin at the same time. That was great. Then Ziggler back in the ring with AJ. Corbin was laid out. And Ziggler hit a couple super kicks and came very close to defeating AJ. But I didn't think Ziggler would win. I thought AJ was gonna. And I'm really glad he did. So then we have a end of days, a double. I mean, Corbin picks up AJ, hits an end of days, and has Ziggler in the other arm. I guess he's going to do a double end of days. He had both guys, but Ziggler hit a zigzag, and AJ got hit with the end of days. That was a great spot. And then, but Ziggler pinned Corbin. Corbin kicks out, of course, and then Ziggler gets taken out somehow. I forget how. AJ does his springboard, phenomenal forearm off the top. 1, 2, 3, AJ Styles wins and retains the WWE Championship on the final SmackDown Live of 2016. This is my final SmackDown Live review of 2016. Next week, I'm not sure if I'll do a review for SmackDown Live. I don't know yet. But tonight, the final SmackDown Live of 2016, it was damn good. Damn good. Main event was damn good. Women's title match was pretty damn good. And the Four Corners match was damn entertaining. So, rating. I give this SmackDown Live, the final SmackDown of 2016, rating, I give it an A+. It was damn awesome. It was a great show. Did not feel like 2 hours. Felt like an hour. I loved it. And SmackDown Live is really, really starting to make me into, not make me into, but it's bringing my love for WWE. It used to be more than it is now, but starting to bring back my love for WWE more and more. The better SmackDown Live does, the more I want to watch it every week and support it. I'm Team Blue. I'm done with Raw. Not saying I'm not watching it. I'm saying Raw is nothing compared to SmackDown Live. And Raw used to be the show. I'm talking 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 15 years ago. Raw used to be the show, and I always enjoyed Raw better than SmackDown. Even during the first brand split, SmackDown was good, but I enjoyed Raw more. But SmackDown Live, what they're doing, how they're presenting the show, and how they're pushing the talents, they are destroying Monday Night Raw. They're kicking their ass just about every week. They're kicking their ass. So SmackDown Live it's definitely bringing my love back for WWE, even though I always loved them because they're what got me into pro wrestling. That's what I watched, was WWF as a kid. So I will always love them. I will always be loyal to WWE, but I'm not loyal to Raw. That's what I think of Raw. I'm loyal to SmackDown. SmackDown Live, I am Team Blue. Hope you enjoyed this review. Subscribe, like, share my videos, comment on my videos. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. Also follow my other account at NXT WWE Guy. This was a great last SmackDown Live of the year. Here's the 2017 and more reviews of SmackDown Live, and here's to better wrestling on Tuesday nights in 2017 than they have on Raw. Bye for now, everybody.